the Holy Spirit offers me peace of mind and takes away all terror and all pain when I know we are connected, when I know we are one. And as those things are removed from me, the dreams that seem to settle on the world, the fog that seemed to settle on the world, the unsurety or the fear that seemed to settle on the world, it says, is gone. Is gone. Redemption must be won. If I feel it within my mind, it will be felt in this world. As I am saved, the world is saved with me. For all of us must be redeemed together. Fear appears in many different forms, right? But it says only love is one. The same answer to the myriad of problems in our lives, love. And how do we get there when we do not know how to see the calls for love or the extensions of love? By sharing vision with the Holy Spirit, allowing the Holy Spirit to look through us. Doing what we know makes sense. Seeing the connection, not the separation. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. You know, I had and then we get this very last prayer, which is so beautiful because it does give us the final answer. It says, my Father, Christ has asked a gift of me, and one I gift that it be given me. Help me to use the eyes of Christ today, and thus allow the Holy Spirit's love to bless all things which I may look upon, that his forgiving love may rest on me. What does it mean when we look with the eyes of love? What gesture is that from the Course's perspective, the one function we have? If we're looking through the eyes of love, that is, be Christ's vision, also known as forgiveness, right? So when you wonder, what in the world is forgiveness? That's what this is. Forgiveness is not saying somebody did something wrong and now I've got to figure out what's wrong and now we need to rectify the problem that's wrong so we can all move on from the problem that was wrong. It's really about sharing vision with the Holy Spirit. That's the same thing as forgiveness. Forgiveness is the same thing as a miracle. The miracle is the same thing as salvation. All of these terms that the Course uses and throws away around, miracle, salvation, forgiveness, they're all interchangeable, just so you know that. They're really all interchangeable because they lead you to the same thing. And what is that? Love. They lead you back to that same truth. They're said in different ways. They seem to embody different thoughts, but they're all the same thing. To let forgiveness rest on something is to have a shift in perception from the fear that we focused on to the love that really is there. Same thing as a miracle. And isn't salvation the same idea? To be aware of who and what we really are right now. So all of these things are interchangeable and lead us to the same experience that we've been talking about in the text, starting in this chapter, which is the real world. That forgiveness can paint an experience of the world where we are rolling around like Bev in a rehab center, singing, "Show me the way to go home," filling our bucket while we help other people to feel better about themselves. Where we, like Bo said, I feel this connected collective consciousness of everybody, and it helps me to do my best. And I'm sure that when she emails us, she's saying, I hope that you knowing that I'm out there for you, holding this for you, helps you to do better too. You know, this is what we have to remember, how interconnected we are, and how when we give, we receive. How important that is. And make that more foremost in our minds when we get up every morning. You have an important part to play in the healing of the planet. Not so much by what you say to people, but how you hold people. The thoughts you hold in your mind. And yes, the things that you may say, but more importantly, what are you holding? What are you thinking? Where are you dwelling? That's what sharing vision, sharing thought with the Holy Spirit is about.